That soft, squishy sponge sitting under your kitchen sink is not what you think it is. A magic eraser is melamine foam, originally developed by BASF in 1984 as industrial soundproofing material. Its internal structure is a three-dimensional mesh of hardened resin filaments, as hard as glass on the Mohs scale, sitting at about 3.5. When you wet it and rub it on your wall, you're not cleaning, you're sanding. At a grit equivalency of 3,000 to 5,000, that's fine enough to polish automotive paint. And every single gram of worn-down sponge releases roughly 6.5 million microplastic fibers onto the surface you just cleaned. Now here's why matte paint specifically cannot survive this. Matte and flat finishes sit at the bottom of the sheen scale, around 0 to 15% gloss. That velvety, light-scattering look comes from high volumes of mineral pigment and very little binder, which creates a soft, porous surface. It's gorgeous, it hides drywall imperfections beautifully, but it's fundamentally fragile. When melamine foam hits that porous surface, it doesn't just lift the stain, it shaves away the top layer of pigment. Light rubbing raises the sheen, leaving a shiny patch called burnishing. Firmer pressure thins the pigment, creating a lighter spot. A few more passes and you're down to primer. The damage is mechanical, not chemical, which means it's permanent. You can't buff matte paint back to its original texture. The only fix is repainting the entire wall, corner to corner, so the sheen matches. Sherwin-Williams, Dulux, and Dunn-Edwards all say the same thing. Clean painted surfaces with a soft cloth and non-abrasive cleaners. Every major paint manufacturer warns against abrasive tools on low sheen finishes. So, what actually works? Surfactants, specifically diluted castile soap. Castile soap originated in the Castile region of Spain centuries ago, made entirely from vegetable oils. Its molecules have a hydrophilic head that bonds to water and a hydrophobic tail that bonds to grease and dirt. When enough of these molecules gather in water, they form tiny clusters called micelles that encapsulate grime particles and hold them in suspension so they rinse away cleanly. No abrasion, no sanding, no shredded microplastics left behind. The stain lifts off instead of getting scraped off. Here's your protocol. 1 tablespoon of pure Castile soap in 1 quart of warm water in a spray bottle. That's your entire arsenal. Before you spray anything though, start dry. Grab a dry microfiber cloth or flat mop and dust the wall first, because adding water to a dusty wall creates mud that grinds into your paint texture and makes everything worse. Next, identify your hot spots. Don't wash the entire wall if you don't need to. Spray your solution directly onto the stain and let it sit for up to 10 minutes because the surfactants need time to break the bond between the grime and your paint. Here's the critical part. Do not scrub. Take a microfiber cloth, wring it out until it's barely damp, and blot. Gentle dabbing motions. Let the chemistry do the work. The microfiber's fine fibers lift what the surfactant has already loosened without polishing your finish in the process. Finally, don't skip rinsing. Go over the area one more time with a clean, barely damp cloth to pull away any soap residue, because leftover surfactant attracts dust faster and defeats the whole purpose. That's it. No abrasion, no burnishing, no shiny patches catching the light and broadcasting every cleaning attempt you've ever made. Magic erasers have their place. Shoe soles, outdoor furniture, ceramic tile. But your matte walls are not the place. That foam shrinks visibly after one use because it's literally disintegrating, leaving millions of plastic shards behind on every surface it touches. Your walls deserve better than microscopic sandpaper. $1's worth of Castile soap and 30 seconds of patience will outperform that sponge every single time without costing you a full repaint. Thanks for watching. See you next time.